Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I actually didn't plan on making a video today. I actually posted, I think it was yesterday, that I was going to take a couple of day break from filming because we kind of have a lot going on between my health stuff and losing my great grandma. It's been a lot. If you've been following my journey for a while, you would know that my great grandma has really gone downhill, and we have been told that she's probably going to pass in the last 7 months. She's been drinking a little bit of water by mouth, but has only taken a few bites of food, and so for the past few months we've been told, oh, she's fixing to pass. And then had my feeding tube surgery for my G&J tube. The J tube is where I get my feedings, but the G tube is just a vent. And so we've been told all this time, my great grandma is gonna pass anytime, and like I said, it's been 7 months. And she ended up passing yesterday, I think it was. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday or the day before she passed. They did end up bringing her to the funeral home that my grandpa was at, which I really like that funeral home because it actually has two different rooms. It has the room that the person is in, and then it has another room. The day that I'm filming this is Easter, and the reason I decided to film was because today was a very special day, not just because it's Easter, but I got to go back to church. And I got the okay from my nurse to leave the house as long as I don't overdo it. So I didn't sing or anything like that at church, but I did go for the service part and for Sunday school. We do have a teen class that's, I think it's 12 and up. Maybe it's 13 and up, something like that. And I am 23, but I do have some developmental delays. So I am at a lower level, a lower understanding level. And our adult class that we have at church is more for geared towards more of the married people type age. So I still do enjoy youth class, so that's where I went. And my pastor and his wife did know that I was planning on coming today, but the other church people didn't know. And so it was this huge surprise. And not only that, because of Easter, we had some people that, doesn't normally come that I got to see. And there's this lady and her husband that used to pastor the church, that are retired now. And I got to see them, and it was a really good surprise. Everybody loved seeing me, and I will say that it really took a lot out of me to go to church. I stayed for Sunday school. I stayed for the whole service. I did sit down for most of it, but we had a good time. We had a candy rain and an Easter egg hunt, and so it was really cool to watch the kids have fun. However, we had so many eggs. I think it was 90 something eggs, and only 3 kids showed up. So some of the teens did it too. I thought about doing it, but me bending down really low still really hurts my stomach, and so I really didn't want to risk it. And so I just watched the young people do the Easter egg hunt, which was still fun. But I got to surprise all of my church family, and it was really good to see them. I also got to see some of my friends that I haven't seen in a long time, that don't come a lot, but that was there for Easter. So it was a really good service. And if you don't know, my great grandma did pass away. It's like yesterday or the day before, I think it was. And that was the main reason I did not think I would be filming, but I think that filming actually helps. It was like a shock, but not, because we've been told for like the past like 7 months that my great grandma was going to pass, and she hasn't, and she finally did. We're going to have the funeral at my great uncle's church. So one of her sons, they have a church that they go through to, and we're gonna have it at their church. They're gonna have a dinner, I think, an hour before the funeral. I obviously can't eat, but there is a few kinds of candies I can hold down, but I'm going to bring, like, I have a Sprite set out for me that I can bring. Even though I can hold a few candies down by mouth, I'm not going to bring a candy because a lot of people wouldn't understand really about my health stuff. And when I say that I can't eat by mouth, and I mean food, or most things, a lot of people wouldn't be able to understand that. So I'm just going to bring a Sprite for myself and maybe a water, because I definitely do want to visit with the family and, be there, because I think it would be good for me. Today, when I got back from church, I could definitely tell that I had worked my body more than I normally would, and so I could definitely feel the difference. And I got home and I changed into comfortable clothes and laid down. Not like went to sleep or anything, but just kind of been taking it easy in my bed. My home health nurse was supposed to be coming tomorrow, but because of the passing of my great grandma, she's going to come a different day instead. I think she's coming on Tuesday and Thursday, I think is the new plan. But anyways, I was really glad to see my church family, and we had a amazing altar call. I couldn't get like down at the altar because I'm still having a lot of like stomach pain and stuff. But I was able to stand up at the altar and, pray standing up, and it was just amazing. Like, people gathered around me and helped pray, and then several of the ladies that were up there with me like gave me hugs, and it was just like super sweet. And I enjoyed being able to go back to church, and it was really good to see people. Even though I had to be very careful, the people that I hugged, I had to be careful to make sure it was soft. And like I said, I had to sit down for a lot of the service. I did stand up for some of the songs, but anyways, I could definitely tell that I've worked my body more today than I have been. But like I said, I'm very thankful for my church people and my family and everyone that has been with us down this long road of recovery. And it's just been amazing to see people and, have this huge support system. And anyways, it was just amazing service and just amazing to see people. Tomorrow I'm going to take off from filming because tomorrow is my grandma's funeral, and I probably won't feel like filming because of that. But like I said, today it really took a lot out of me, and probably tomorrow will too, because like I said, I've been working my body more, not laying around as much. But church was definitely worth it, and then tomorrow will be my grandma's funeral, so that will probably be taking a lot out of me, but I'm really thankful for you all that have helped during this journey, and I wish you all a good Easter if y'all celebrate, and I hope that y'all spent time with y'all's family today if you could, however y'all decided to celebrate, and I will see y'all when I can. Bye, everyone.